Buddy, I'm Gaynor from Fitfish, and I just wanted to share with you today 3 tips to strengthen your self control. I know that in these times it's getting pretty challenging, and sometimes your self control can be a real battle and it can make you feel a little bit rubbish, and it can be really hard to break the cycle of whatever you feel that you're doing that is unhealthy for you. You just can't stop doing it, but you want to, and you want to be able to end the cycle. So, I'd like to give you 3 tips to help you to overcome this and to really strengthen your self control. Now, the first tip is to reinforce what you really, really want. So, it's always going to be a choice between 2 things. So, it's what you feel that you really want at the time and what you actually want long term, or perhaps not what you feel you actually want, but maybe someone's told you you should want, or you know that that's the right thing to do. So you're battling between what you want at the time and what you feel that you really should want or do want long term. And that's why it feels like a battle, because you've got these 2 things going on. And what we need to do is reinforce the longer term thing, reinforce the bigger picture choice, so that that becomes the overriding choice that you want and that you make the decision in the right direction. So we need to visualize what we want. So when we get back to a bit more normality and we're seeing people again, going out and about, how do you want to feel? How do you want to look? How do you want to look back and feel that you've handled this time in terms of healthy eating or exercise or other habits or behaviours? Can you surround yourself, not literally now, but virtually, with people who support and encourage the kind of long term idea that you want as well? Can you actually put things up? Can you put pictures up? Can you put Bible verses up? Can you put quotes? So, what we really need to do is make that second choice, that what you actually really deep down want or know you should want, the stronger one, so that you're more likely to choose that. So that's tip 1, reinforce what you really, really want. Tip 2, find alternatives to satisfy the real need. So, what's really going on here? Are you actually just tired and you feel like you need some sugar? You feel like you need a real insert of sugar to give you the energy you need to carry on through the day? Or are you actually just a little bit bored? Are you just feeling a bit sorry for yourself? So, what's going on really? And in these times, especially, allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling, allow yourself to feel emotions. Don't try and cover it up with food, but there would, or other actions, but there will be a time perhaps to offer yourself an alternative solution. So if you're actually hungry and you find that you're hungry all the time and that is the real need, then maybe it's time to ditch the dieting and to eat bigger, more satisfying, healthy meals. But in general, it's probably not hunger, it's probably eating for some other reason. So what could that be? What could it be? What could you do instead? So tiredness, for example, it's so typical when we're tired to want to reach for carbohydrates or sugar to give us that energy that we need. But unfortunately, half an hour later, there will then come an energy crash. So what could you do instead? Could you actually get the blood flowing and go for a walk, even have a little dance, even just have a little walk around the garden and perhaps drink a glass of water? Is that what your body really, really needs? Could you switch off technology? Are you looking to immerse yourself in some TV that you ultimately don't want to be watching, or don't want to be watching for as long as you are? Or could you turn off the social media, take it off your phone, whatever it is? And if you're looking to immerse yourself and switch off, perhaps you can do that in a more creative way or in a healthier way. Rediscover a new hobby. Have a look, ironically, have a look online for some inspiration to make something. Could you do some reading on a topic you've been interested in? And of course, yeah, often we're turning to food or other unhealthy habits and behaviours because we have deeper emotions that we don't feel are being met at the moment. So then it's good to feel them, but reach out to others for support as well. So that's number 2. Find alternatives that actually satisfy the real need, not what you think the need is that is just covering something with an unhealthy habit. And number 3 is forgive and move on. Some of you might have heard me do this illustration before, but if you're driving along and you get a flat tyre, then the worst thing you could do would be get out your car, go around the vehicle, slash all the other tyres, and then think, now what? Now I'm really in a mess. But unfortunately, we do that to ourselves, and we mess up and we think, I might as well carry on messing up. And then unfortunately, we need even more self-control and motivation to get ourselves out of that situation. So practice drawing lines. It's what you do mostly that matters. If you have you might feel that you've been having a blip for the last 4, 8, 12, hello guys, 4, 8, 12 weeks, however long we've been here now, you might be feeling you've had a big blip. It's not too late to draw a line. The sooner you draw a line now, the better, really. Remember what you do mostly that matters. Maybe practice once or twice this week, just exercising a little bit more self-control and stopping the unhealthy behaviour before it becomes as big as it has done in the past. And then maybe the next week you might do it 3 times, the next week you might do it 4 times. So none of us are going to be perfect and make amazing, very self-controlled decisions until we get to heaven. But in the meantime, we can practice, and it is worth it. Self-control can help us to feel healthier and happier and to reach the goals that we might have set ourselves or feel that we want to do with our lives easier. So number 1, reinforce what you really want to make sure that that is stronger than your immediate desire. So surround yourself with things, really picture and visualize. Number 2, find alternatives that satisfy the real need. What's really going on? What can you do instead? And number 3, forgive and move on. And it will be worth it if you can put some of these things in place and strengthen your self-control. Thanks for the comments. Do write what idea you like best or what you're going to act on or anything that stood out for you, or just say hello. That would be great. And I will speak to you all again soon. Take care. Bye.